what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 Spider-Man Black Suit 6 scale figure, and I also have the deluxe version of this particular figure. Now I got mine like on pre-order at Sideshow Collectibles. So yeah, it's just now arrived. I'm definitely happy about having this too as well. And of course, this is based like on a Spider-Man 3, the Spider-Man 3 film, which I did get to see like in the theaters and stuff. But I'm definitely happy about having this, and I'm going to get into this right now. So as you can see, this is the box that contains the Black Suit Spider-Man figure, and it kind of shows like an image of like the theatrical poster for Spider-Man 3, which I always thought was an awesome poster where you can see Spider-Man like reflecting in like the window. I used to always think that was so cool. So yeah, that's the image. It does say a Black Suit in deluxe version, and again I do have the Sideshow exclusive version too. That's right, I also have like the Sideshow exclusive version, which had like an extra thing. I think it was like 4 different versions of this, and I got the one that of course included like everything. There's a Spider-Man like 3 logo right there on the side, right here on the back too as well. And I think the slides off if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, slide it off. And you can see like the figure on the inside with its accessories, and another awesome shot of the Spider-Man right here, like it reflected in the window, because you remember like the actual theatrical poster had Spider-Man like in his classic suit too, like the red and blue suit, like reflecting. I always thought that was so awesome too, like that poster. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this on up. As usual, Hot Toys does provide us with the instruction manual for the figure. So yeah, be sure to get a good look at this. Now first up, I want to talk about the Diorama stand. Now this is like representing like the chopper, Of course, this was when Peter decided to take off the suit, the symbiote suit, which is very similar to how it was like in the extra comic book storyline, where he went to the church and he rang the bells to get the symbiote off of him. But I must admit, I really think this is absolutely beautiful. This really is awesome, from my opinion. It just looks so cool. You have even like bits of like the symbiote tentacles all around it and stuff, like underneath it right here, as if it already came off of Peter. Or say Spider-Man, so I think that's pretty cool. It doesn't like they are removable or anything either. And as you can see, you have like the cross up here too as well. And there's also like a spot back here for where you would plug in like your pole, because he has like a dynamic type style pole. Right here it's very long too, as you can see. So let's see if I can get this out. So yeah, this is it. And of course, it's dynamic because you can bend it around and stuff. So yeah, I'll be sure to check this on out. And I already been hearing about the problems that with this too, because the way the shape of the roof is right here, you would have to have them like angled, like Spider-Man at an angle. But you can always just bend it, have them straight up. But you have to have them like at an angle if you like doing it, Plus he also has like the waist clip for putting around his waist. But I can also see myself just like displaying Spider-Man like on the base itself, I can still see myself doing just that. It looks awesome though. Like I said again, like the weather and everything. I think this is very awesome. And it's not that large either. It looks like it's like massive, like in the promo pics. But it's not really that large when you see it like on camera. It's kind of small. It's not really, not really like you would think like very large. It's not. I know this could go inside like a DTOF, the blocking and type cabinets. It can definitely go in that. There's another close-up look at it. As you can see, like the symbiote is like all oozing around it, even up here. And these pieces aren't like removable or anything. It's over here too. Pretty cool. Now for the figure himself. So yeah, I just have to take all that plastic off him. But so far, it looks awesome. Like the suit is set, but I have been hearing like some negative things about the head sculpt. Wow. But yeah, the suit is set. It looks pretty awesome though. Okay, there's the black suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3 from Hot Toys. So I'm gonna measure him. Yeah, he's like right at 12 inches. Okay. So I will talk about the likeness to how he is on the film and the articulation of it too as well. But the suit itself is absolutely stunning. I really think it looks awesome. And I have been hearing about this too. I do notice like on this particular suit, you can see like the muscles of Spider-Man like sculpted in. Like you can see it real well, like around his thighs. I don't know if it's like really coming up on the camera real good. But right here in this area, you can see like the muscles like in his thighs like real good. So I think that's pretty cool how they did that. He does has like the spider symbol right here on his chest. And I was also hearing about like on some people figures like the spider like symbol on his back is kind of off. Like it's kind of like sideways. I think mine is even like that too. I heard it was like a typo issue or something like that. I forget what you call that. But I can kind of see it too. It don't really stand out, but if you really look hard, you can kind of see like it's kind of to the side, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's a very awesome suit. You know, looks pretty cool. I know like the head is like tight, because I know he has that kind of head where you know it's kind of like hard to look up and look down because the way it's like designed. And I know Spider-Man's arms can go up. Looks like they're on ratcheted joints, so as you can see, you can't get them to go up to like, you know, right there. And he does stand too. So yeah, he's like on ratcheted joints. And he does have a bend, like in his arm. Double bend, butterfly joint. So you can go in and out like that. Of course, the hand can turn too. Because one thing about like when you bend them like that, you know, they get them wrinkles like in the suit. I know mine tend to do that, and they stay too. It's like you can't get them out. That's why you shouldn't really leave them like in like dynamic type poses. Of course, you know you can split because you can hear the ratcheted joints in there too. His leg does bend, and he does have like a double bend too, which can pivot in and out too. To see right there, that would give him a bend. Like a wrinkle in the suit if you leave it like that too long. And the feet, they don't pivot, but they can like turn. As you can see, you can turn them, but they can't like pivot in and out. But I do been noticing though, like lately, like these kind of Spider-Man figures, like the head, it has like this solid type head sculpt where you can't really like look up or look down. He can turn, but still like it's like tight like. But I know like some other ones were like that too, with these Spider-Man figures. I still think the suit is like awesome. It's an awesome figure. But I have been hearing about like the face though, that the face isn't really accurate to the film, so you know, little close-up look at the figure too. So I've been hearing that the mask itself really isn't that like that accurate to how it really is in the film, from what I'm hearing. But the suit itself, it looks pretty cool. And there's a spider symbol. Of course, it's on the back. Right here, what I was hearing some stuff about from like other people, like in the my social media groups, they were saying that the symbol was kind of like off right there, like it's kind of like to the side. Which okay, but yeah, like I said, if you look, you can see like the actual like muscles like in his thighs, real good on this particular figure. You can see them. They all right here, like in these areas. You can like really see the muscles like in his body, which I think is pretty cool. Now, when I move on to the accessories that come with the Spider-Man 3 black suit figure, up next we get the Peter Parker head sculpt. And I must admit, this is definitely awesome looking right here. Wow, that likeness to Tobey Maguire is just done very well on this. Let's see, I gotta take his head off this thing too, so I'm gonna see if I can do it. So I know they also call this particular version, you know, what is it, a Bully Maguire? Alright. And as you can see, here's like the Peter Parker head sculpt. You can see Tobey Maguire. Now the likeness to Tobey Maguire is just unbelievable on this figure, on his head sculpt. Oh, it really looks like him. What they call him, Bully Maguire. Yeah. I still have to take this tape stuff around from around his neck, because this also has like the you know, like the rolling eyeball feature, so you can like roll his eyeballs. But wow, that likeness, what was really there? I also removed like the tape from around his neck, so as you can see, you can roll his head, tilt the side, you can turn. That's pretty cool. And again, he does have the rolling eyeball feature. I think you have to remove this piece out right here. Yeah, to get in there, because it's not right there. Cause that's where you would put it on the body to get into like to his eyes. Awesome head sculpt though. Wow. Now I want to continue to move on through the accessories that come with the this piece. Up next, I want to talk about like the alien symbiote here. You can see like the Venom head. Now I do remember seeing it like this in the film, like this particular version of it. I remember this is when Peter was trying to get the symbiote suit off of him at the chapel or the church. So let me see. Kind of this, you know, you can just take it and you can just put it like anywhere, or not anywhere. It's like a specific spot. Let's see if I can do it. I think it's really for like the Peter head sculpt, if you want. And if you ain't careful, I bet it's gonna scratch the suit up too, if you're not careful. But as you can see, that's kind of how it would look. Looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's how it look. I guess this would be better with like the Peter head sculpt, because you did get to see it like that. I guess also when you're putting this on Spider-Man too, like, you gotta be kind of careful, because it looks like this is kind of sharp. I bet it can scratch up the suit if you're not careful. But this here is like another look at the alien symbiote. You can see it's starting to look like Venom too. That's awesome. And it's pretty cool. I'm glad they did give us stuff like that. And you also get like this Venom one too. Like this is the one that's kind of exclusive, because of course you didn't really get to see Venom like this in the film, because this is kind of like the Tom Hardy type Venom head sculpt. I know they also call these Maws, but this is how it looks. And of course, you know, I think to put this around like his body, you would have to take off like his head, and then you would put this around it. Because Venom also has the tongue too right here as well. Because you know you get these with the Venom figures from Hot Toys, you can put the tongue in. It's like magnetized, so you can do it like that. And I think you can even turn it around. Yeah, you can even flip it up like that. It's cool that they made it like that, where you can put it like in different positions. So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's awesome that they did include this too. I think this is pretty cool. Then you also get these they call it alien symbiote pieces, like for the arms, because you can take these, you know, and if you remove Spider-Man's like hands, these can go like right on his arms, which I might mess with. You can like put these all around his arm. So I also wanted to show that is a cool way to display this. Let me put the tongue in too. Let's see if I can get it in there. That's a cool way to display this, I ain't gonna lie. That's awesome. You know, you didn't really see Venom like that. That's pretty cool to have around. It's awesome. Here's another shot of the head sculpt of Peter on here. You can say Toby. And this also comes with the eye tool. If you want to, which I still don't really use yet. I still plan on doing that with my figures. Start doing these, like using like the eye tool, so you know you can turn their eyes. Because of course, you know, you have to take off Peter's like head, and it's like right up under his like neck. Because I think you have to even remove that neck thing to get in there too as well. And this is probably the one that I would really use a lot, because this is the one you really kind of did get to kind of see. That we know he was trying to take off the suit, and the symbiote was screaming. Cause it even attaches to his face. Cause like I said, that's why I said I want to start messing with like the rolling eyeballs feature, cause you know you can have like him looking like to the side, like give him like some side eye, you know, like have him looking at the. I think that would look awesome. That's why I want to start messing with that. But I do hear that the eyeballs can pop out and break too. I already know about that, you know. But I do admit that does look awesome right there. Now I want to continue to move on through the accessories that come with the Spider-Man 3 black suit figure. Up next you get like the Spider-Man mask card, which usually comes with the figures. Because you know this you can give to him like as if he has taken off his mask, like he's holding it. You get that. And we also get like some pegs too as well. And then up next, Spider-Man gets like a set of like 8 alternate hands. So he has 10 hands like in total. So yeah, like if you count the 2 solid fists that are on him. Because you get these right here. So let me see. Yeah, these type of hands right here. Like he has another solid hand for the right hand. I mean, actually that's the left hand, but then he has this particular hand that you could put something in. You get these in left and right, these type of hands. Then you get 2 web shooting hands, left and right. And you get like 2 wall crawler hands, left and right. I like when they give us like 1 for each hand. I always thought that was pretty cool. Then of course you get like the web shooting pieces too right here as well, for when you want to put the web on them. I also wanted to show that, you know, this is how you put the tentacles around like Spider-Man's like arm right there. If you want, you had to remove the hand. Then now you can put these on, because you know you get like 2 of those. So let me see. Because then you have like this other piece right here too that you can like put on him as well. So yeah, we just like go on him. You have to remove the hand to put these on him though. And then up next, Spider-Man gets like his webs. And I must admit, it's pretty cool that we are getting like some different types of webs. Because you get like this specific web right here too. It's like a spinning type web. And now this one even has like a gripping thing on it too, where you can put Spider-Man's hand in it. So I think that's pretty cool. Then you get like this particular web right here, which has like spikes on it. And he's shooting like 3 of them. That's pretty cool. Then you also have this particular web. I believe this is like a swinging type one. You can see that right there. Like you can put his hand in it. Then he has another one right here that's like straight up. And it also has like the holster for the hand. And this is another one that's like a swinging one. Then you also get the traditional like webs, you know, like he's shooting like this right here. Like he done bust out a web. He's busting like a web out right there. Then you get one right here with another one with like a spear like thing on it too as well. And as you can see, I changed that one. Like Spider-Man busting as well, but it was shooting the web. I like how they designed it now too. This particular version looks like it kind of falls out though if you're not careful with it. Like this time you actually plug it into the hole that's like on Spider-Man hands. So I think that's pretty cool. Now I want to compare the Spider-Man 3 Black Suit Hot Toys figure with the Hot Toys Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man figure. Of course, you know this is the older Tobey Maguire right here. I guess I should put his mask back on. But yeah, just comparing them. So these are like the Tobey Maguire figures that we do have from like Hot Toys, like based on his. And I'm hearing that it was like something like a licensing issue with like the first film. That's why we don't have like Hot Toys figures based like on the first Spider-Man film, like Spider-Man 2, which I still think is odd because it was something like with Sony. If I'm not mistaken, that's like not with Disney or anything. That's why they couldn't really do those. But for some reason, they only could do Part 3 from what I'm hearing. That's why we got like another Spider-Man Part 3 basically, because they did have this figure like a long time ago. It didn't really have all these accessories and stuff. Like this was basically like a 2.0 version, you know. But yeah, as you can see, here they are though. Ta! Here, awesome figures too. Alright. Also wanted to bring in like the Sandman diorama that came with this particular figure too. It's awesome. Ta! As you can see right here. And of course, you know, this particular version of even that would definitely go good with the Sandman thing, like accessory thing, because you know I could just take this octopus tentacle out. Was really fighting Sandman. Sandman was like really the primary villain of Spider-Man 3, but of course you know we got Venom in it too as well, the new Goblin and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. These are awesome together. I just wanted to show this too like this, as you can see. I put the dynamic pole on him. It is at an awkward angle, but like I said, you can actually just sit Spider-Man on here, or you can have him like just standing, like he can be down here on the ground. But if you're doing stuff like this, I think it would be kind of problematic, you know. But I think this even can still go in the detail, like even with him on it, you know, depending on how you post it. Because like the stand, like I said earlier, it's really not that large, like the actual chapel itself, like the diorama. But yeah, you can see this how this looks though. That's pretty cool. Just giving an example. And I had to put him right here on the edge to have him like looking like straight up, not like he's leaning. If you put him right here on the edge. Alright. Okay, there's the Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 Black Suit 6 scale figure. And this is the deluxe version that I had, which had like all the extra accessories and so on. But I think this figure is definitely awesome. And of course, you know, this is based on Spider-Man 3, which I did get to see in the theaters. I can remember my anticipation for wanting to see that film at the time. And I already knew I was going to be kind of like disappointed. I liked the film, but I always knew I was going to be kind of disappointed in the way that they had to do Venom in that particular film. Because it was really Sandman that was like the actual like villain of the film, antagonist. I know you had the new Goblin in there too as well, you know, like Harry. But then you also had a Venom show up, but they couldn't really give Venom like the screen time that I felt that he was deserved, you know, because he has always been like my favorite Spider-Man villain, Venom himself. That was like the comic book era when I was really reading the comic books. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this up. And I got some sideshow collectibles. That's why I had it like on a pre-order. I think the likeness to like Tobey Maguire, or like the head sculpt for Peter Parker, you can say Buddy Maguire. I think they done a very good job on that. It really looks like Peter, you know, you can say Tobey Maguire. I think that was awesome. And apparently, this is the only one that Hot Toys can't do. For some reason, they can't touch like the first Spider-Man film and the second Spider-Man film. From what I'm hearing, it's like an issue with, I think, like with Sony or something like that. But for some reason, they can do Part 3. You know, so I don't really know what the issue is with that. But yeah, I still think this is like an amazing and awesome figure. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. So this is the Hot Toys Spider-Man 3 black suit 6-scale figure, and this is the deluxe version that I have. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun.